Keep it going, Dave. Keep it going. Yes, I will. I will keep it going. I was in my fucking bedroom last night, right? I was lying on my bed. And it occurred to me, right? And I was doing a zoom. I didn't actually post it because I thought it's a bit much, it's a bit over the top. But you I think I should have. I've still got it on my phone. I might actually. It's my true feelings, right? So how are my true feelings wrong? Why am I embarrassed to share my true feelings? It's only with 20 Facebook friends, you know, some of which might watch it, some of whom might go, oh, there's Dave prattling on again, he's got issues, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Makes me feel good, so it's right. You know, and one of the things I was saying is I was lying in my bed in the safe space and the comfort of my own home with a fucking bullshit around me, right? I was lying there going, with a serious moment of clarity going, how fucking pathetic in my life is it that I have to talk to a fucking camera to get out what I want to say. And you could argue I've taken it a bit to the extreme, blabbing on all the time, but I mean, the way I see it is, I've had to have, like, how fucking sad an indictment is it on the people around me that I've got to talk to myself to reach a degree of emotional, spiritual, intellectual, whatever else, equilibrium. You know, that whenever I talk, invariably, when I fucking speak, folk just fucking talk over me. It's like, well, you don't like the glorious words coming out of my mouth. Do you want me to shut the fuck up? Folk don't like you to say anything cool. Folk don't like you to be yourself. Folk just want you to be whatever they want you to be, you know? It's like, it's fucking pathetic. I've got to fucking talk to a camera as much as I have done to get out stuff I wanted to say. If I can quote myself, any questions? Nah. Yeah, I'm not saying everybody should be interested in everything I'm doing in my life, but you would think, would you not, that like some of the stuff that Dave does, because that's what Dave's life is. Dave does shit. What have you been up to, Dave? Folk didn't even have the social skills to be interested in a single word I've got to say. So then I've got to blab on to a fucking camera. Yeah, I said to somebody else, to some extent, purging this stuff, to some extent it increases the crazy, and to some extent it purges it. You know, like, you know, you talk to yourself so you're mad, you know. What, is that the reference point? Gareth McIntyre, you talking to yourself? I didn't think the reference point I didn't think the reference point of what is considered sanity is somebody like that. So I'll decide whether I speak or not. You know, like I say, it's nice. Look, I'm sitting here before I'm going to work and I'm blabbing on and no fucker is interrupting me, you know. Talk about my escapades. Nobody's interested in the stories I've got. You know, I'm not some fucking 80-year-old war veteran for the, you know, whatever war. They're all dead now, aren't they, anyway? There's no surviving folk for the First World War now, is there? But Second World War, I don't know, there's still folk alive. Or whatever, veteran of the whatever folk. I'm not sitting here talking about, like, you know, when I went to war and when I did it, but, you know, folk didn't want you to be interesting, did they? They didn't want you to have cool stories. They didn't want you to say uplifting stuff. They didn't want you to say glorious words. Did they? Looking back in my life growing up, I was like the non-entity in the fucking corner, right? Where you've got, again, it's partly being the youngest, like you know fuck all apparently, don't you? You know fuck all, you're the smallest, you're the youngest, the most invisible in the fucking room, wherever you go. No wonder I fucking turned out to be this person like me, talk. Well, it's not as if the stuff I was talking about wasn't halfway interesting, was it? That wasn't interesting, was it? How I did how I did that, and I did that, and I did that, and I'm still doing that, and then the past year I did all this stuff. That's no interesting, is it? Well, you know, 9/11 was an inside job! You know, it's just interesting conversations. Folk can't even handle that. Were the planes at 9/11, were they drones? What about Operation Northwoods? Do you know about Operation Northwoods? A declassified document. A real thing. A real thing. Not some fucking outlandish conspiracy theory made up by some weirdo that's smoking weed and just invented it like out of thin air. No, it's a real thing. Operation Northwoods. Look it up. Duh. Duh. Some folk are so in the fucking matrix they can't even countenance that there's alternative explanations as to the way the world works. And the more I go on, the more you know. The more you know, the more there is to know. Wisdom is knowing how little you, wisdom is knowing how little you know, or whatever the expression is. You know, open your mind, yeah? Open your mind! We know nothing. Folk just want to paint by numbers propaganda. Repeat, 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 to quote David Icke, version of reality. Is there a different version of reality? Oh yes, there's maybe some questions about who did Lockerbie. Maybe there's still some unanswered questions as to who did 9/11. You know. Colin Firth, Oscar-winning actor, yeah. Is he a dummy? Is he an idiot? He gets pulled into the project for the new American century. Look that up as well, eh? Colin Firth, is he a fucking raving idiot? Right? Meets with Jim Swire. You know. These are people that actually had not really the balls. They just were like, nothing left to lose. I've lost my daughter, so I didn't really care. I'm open to the fact that we're being lied to, so I'll investigate this. Are they raving nutters? Are they? But as I said before, the only thing folk hate more than the truth is the person telling it. I was saying this fucking 20 years ago. Duh! 9/11, 9/11 was an inside job, or at least there's something fucking whack about it. You gotta look at it. Building 7, hello, look up Building 7. Oh, let me guess, you can't, because YouTube censored all the information. Because, to quote George Carlin, they got you by the balls! They got you by the balls! The people at the elite are in control of all the news and information that you see. So how are you gonna get to the truth? You know what I mean? But at least, like, wake up to the fact that, you know, there is an alternative way of looking at things. And back to the point about myself, whenever I say something that's a wee bit, you're a fucking nutter. I mean, you're in this fucking stinking backward town. If you ever want to go a wee trip back in time a couple of 100 years to a backward place, come to Dumfries, you know. You can't even throw your bike up in there and go, woo! Sorry, I was more, I can be more euphoric and be more high on life on zero drugs than the majority of yous zombies. A lot of folk didn't even ken the value of hard work, the value of what it feels to be feeling, wow, woo! I've got all this energy about me because I'm feeling good about myself. And maybe I've lit it out in inappropriate ways, but sorry. It's better than walking around like a false dichotomy, walking around like a fucking zombie. I feel so fucking broken. All I can do is stand at the prop at the bar and drink 10 pints and be depressed and talk about a load of shite. You know, the folk actually ken what it's like to feel, woo, feeling of achievement. Feel fucking great on top of the world. Feel good about yourself. You know, sporting achievements. Creative achievements, work achievements, just achievements in life. Feeling like you're doing good shit. And then you turn up in a room with something. I'm repeating myself, but fuck it, these YouTubers do the same thing. You gotta keep saying, as Christina Aguilera said, keep speaking your truth, Dave! Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm speaking my truth. My truth is that I feel quite cool about myself. You know? But rather than when you do feel good about yourself, kind of like the adventurers come back for the moon as Buzz Aldrin, you know, woo! You want to hear about this? Nah, you're mental. Look right through you. What? Dave's fucking lost his mind. What? Because he's actually been out there and lived, rather than sat in his fucking house every night after the job that's drained my energy, that I've no soul left, that I have to watch fucking Netflix and believe everything, and then sit there hypnotised watching shite television, believing every minute of it's real. Who's mad, me or them? A real thing is right in front of you. Me, not interested. I've been out adventuring. I've got my stories. Fuck the stories. They didn't even like who you've become. Try and have a laugh. Try and da-da-da-da-da. We'll walk out the room because we're offended by the fact that someone else is happy and I'm fucking miserable. This is basic shit, is it no? No wonder I've got this feeling of 2025 I'm going to be getting out there and meeting folk that are actually got a bit of zest for life about them. You know what I mean? Oh, how's it going? You know, tell me your truth. What's your truth? This is mine. Let's sit there and let's sit and discuss what do you do? What have you been? What other stuff have you done? Oh, yeah. Cameron was talking to multiple Scottish bodybuilding champions. That's like talking to the Scottish Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's no interesting, is it? I tried to, bring a bit of that glorious shit to the cul-de-sac to fucking brighten up the fucking dour cunts. They didn't appreciate it, did they? Sorry for, expressing the glorious, masculine peacock that I've turned into, you know. I mean, how is it, like, offensive to, like, day press-ups in public? That means you're mental if you do that. You know that? If you do press-ups outside, it means you're fucking mental. Sorry for doing my kind of performance art, sort of rebellious. It's not really rebellious. It's just kind of, like direct action. Is that what we're supposed to do? When we exhausted all the ways to get a resolution to a particular problem through all these different people, and none of them could do fuck all. So the only thing left to do is direct action. And then people that are supposed to be on your side are surprised that you did the direct action thing. I thought that's what happened with feminism, like they threw themselves under the king's horse, Ken, to get a result, Ken. That's what I was doing. Duh! They didn't like you being free, did they, certain folk in the fucking box? Well, say it again. 9/11 was an inside job. And, I was open to this shit fucking decades ago. And then, I was right opposite the main actor. Because I think the project had some validity to it. But of course, as I said before, the only thing folk hate more than the truth is the person telling the truth, right? So, I think I'm kind of vindicated. Not that I was, but I'm saying, like, folk making out you to be crazy person. Well, I think I was quite proud of myself to be part of that project, project on mainstream television. It's like, when are folk get to wake up? Like, folk are behind, right? I'm fucking 20 steps ahead of the game. And then other folk are looking at you like there's something wrong with you. Rather than going, Dave, fucking hell. You know some things I don't know. Maybe I could learn off Dave. At least they'd think they'd be selfish and just date for their kids. Dave's got the PhD in drama. Go with that. Poetic license. Go with that, He's been out there. He's seen some things. He's learned some things. Let's shit on it. Rather than appreciate it. So, that's my thoughts. So, I think it's good of me getting this shit out, because at the end of the day, I'll just be like, I'll get to the point where I'll just laugh. I'll just go, if you're not on my level, dinna fucking patronise me. I was saying that to somebody else. Dinna fucking patronise me. There's numerous folk that were saying, oh, you're mental. You're mental. You didn't even fucking like Braveheart. Who's mental, me or you? Get what I mean? What else will I do in 25 that I can do to be called crazy? Will I, Well, I set up a camera in the dock park and Airdrum and do multicam and have what's his face come along and look at me with disgust. Hey, I thought you were a drummer, you fucking dick. You don't like my drumming. Well, no luck, because I've got my drumming video's got 80,000 views and no negative comments. So where's the fucking respect? Where's the fucking respect, Ken? I'm a seeker, I won't get to where I want to be till the day I die. At least I'm not just like, that's what I do, I'm a drummer and that's what I do until the day I die. Well, I've got more strings to my bow than that, so woo, praise me, yeah. You know? I can't help it if I'm multi-talented. I'm not like the best at anything, but at least I fucking pushed the boat out and tried to develop different skills. You know, not being like those Facebook memes, not being afraid to try to get better, not to be afraid to suck at something new. You know, it's like it's all the same shit as Bill Hicks said, is it no? It's all the same shit. But, you know, let them think I'm mental. I tell you what I think's mental and what I think's sane. I think I'm pretty fucking sane, to be honest. I'm more sane than most of them. They're making out me to be insane. What, for doing more interesting stuff than you? For doing more living than you? For working harder than you? I'll say it again. Phantom authority syndrome. Who is this person who speaks to me as though I needed their advice? You know, I'm a local gatekeeper. This is how you should act. How I'm controlling. This is basic shit. This is folk playing rock and roll music, right? Hey, you do know we had Guns N' Roses. It's like how many years ago? You know, Axl Rose's speech. I'd like to dedicate this song to those who try and control and manipulate you. You know, those types of people, your government, your friends, your family, or anyone else that chooses to fuck with you. You could try to be friends with these people. You could try to work out, but you know, you can't save no one else's ass. You'd be lucky if you could save your own. There's a song called Live and Let Die. You know, that's what I'm going to do in 2025. Let it die. Let it go. Let it die. Other people's being around the right people, not being around a bunch of fucking gaslighting energy vampires. I'm top dog. I'm top dog because I play the Coaching Horses in a cover band. Woo! Wow! Been there, done it, bitch. And I've done a solo drumming show. I did it all on my own. Did all the backing tracks myself. I've done all that stuff. Duh, move on. And they're acting like they're top dog. You've got a social worker playing rock and roll music. Wow, that's so rock and roll. Can you turn off your social worker hat and be normal? Because I'm a social worker. I was a social worker for 20 years. So now in my day-to-day life, I'm the authority and everything. So you're not allowed to throw your bike up in there and go, woo! What, because I'm fitter than you? 50,000 mile, 8 double century rides in COVID. 1,000 and counting YouTube videos. And my little movie escapades, yeah. You want to see this picture? Is that good? No, we didn't like that, because I didn't think you were capable of that, Dave, because you're just a fucking non-entity. You're mental, Dave. What? Because I express myself, and you're stifled, and you need to take cocaine to feel a fraction of the feeling that I feel. Woohoo!